When you're up against the wall and you can't.
This is a giant hole.
And over the next several videos, we're going to show you exactly what we're going to do with it. This is going to be one of the largest projects we've done in a very long time. It's going to be massive. We're talking, I don't know, over 100,000 gallons, 200,000 gallons?
300,000 gallons. 300,000
gallons. We've got a brand new method of filtration we're going to be using on this pond, which is going to be super exciting. This is actually the first large project that's going to be using this type of filtration.
Yep. So one of the key elements to this pond is it is going to be home to some very, very nice fish.
Yeah, world-class koi, huge fish. There's going to be probably around 100 fish in this thing, right?
Yeah, about 50 because
there's going to be about 50 fish in this pond.
Yes, because we don't want to have too many fish because how much he loves to feed them. That's why we are going to be filtered to the level that we're going to be on this pond, so these fish can just grow to the max capacity.
Well, I brought my saddle, so we're going to be riding these things. Stay tuned. Today we've got a very large excavation that used to be home to a pond, right?
This was a concrete pond, so it was finished in 2022, and it just didn't live up to the potential that the homeowner was hoping for.
What was the problem with it? What was going on with it?
It was just a concrete bowl, very low filtration, one skimmer. This is 90 feet by 90 feet.
Yeah.
It was 4 feet deep. It had a skimmer and zero filtration, and another contractor came in but probably a year later and added a wetland filter. This is a constructed wetland filter that does a great job normally, but to catch up to the state that this pond was in was probably a really losing uphill battle. So now we are here to start all over and do 3 constructed wetlands.
So the idea here, Ralph, is we've got to reshape this thing completely. We're going to stay with the same footprint that was here before, which looks like almost like a 3-leaf clover.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's going to be a lot of cool stuff going on here. We've got 2 extremely large wetland filters, which we're using that new material we kind of touched on earlier. We probably should just go right to that and show those.
Okay.
Why don't we just show you guys what we're talking about? What you're looking at here is 1,250 filter blocks. Now, it looks like just a regular aqua block here, but what makes this so cutting edge and innovative is what's inside this. Inside all these aqua blocks are these guys here, these little gizmos. These are called biotubes. Inside here, it's a whole honeycomb cell where beneficial bacteria can live. So as the water flows up through this block, it's going to be passing through this entire thing. All that great bacteria is inside there, scrubbing the water as this makes its way up. And this is where the heavy lifting of the filtration is going to be happening.
So not only are we doing one of these, we're double stacking them.
Yeah,
this is going to be massive filtration.
Underneath this, in the wetland, when we get to the wetland, we'll go more into that, but we're going to be using an empty aqua block, and then these will be on top of those. So we're flowing up from the bottom. That whole empty aqua block layer is going to be a settling chamber for any solids to settle out, and they can be removed during regular maintenance when we're pumping out those constructed wetland filters. This is cutting edge stuff. Nobody has these in the ground yet, not to this scale. Aquascape's been testing this for a couple of years. This is the first large project where it's going to be used. Traditionally, we would use bio balls inside these blocks. We would fill them up with the larges.
Yep.
I think this is 3 times more effective than the bio balls from what Ed was saying.
Yeah, and then also what's really cool about this is it doesn't take us up as much real estate.
Yeah, so
when we originally spec'd this project out, we spec'd it out on a large scale.
Yeah.
And when the homeowner found out about these, he said, why aren't we leaving it just large?
Yeah.
And
we are filtering the crap out of this thing. Yeah. So what we've got here is way overkill for what this actually calls for. We could probably get away with 2/3 or maybe even half of what we got here. So this is going to have some major filtration in it. He wants crystal clear water. He wants the big fish. He wants healthy fish. So this is the most important facet to this project is clean water, right?
Right.
So first thing we're going to do is get layout done. We've got a set elevation around this whole pond. Right now, we've got a low side on the far side, right?
From the fire pit going all the way around, we're like from 6 inches low to over there where Colby is, that's about 10 inches low. and it's inconsistent. So we're going to have to figure out our elevations all the way around, so we're not, 2 inches shy over here and 10 inches over there.
The fire pit is our benchmark over here. So what we want to do is we want that water to be like maybe 6 inches below that fire pit. So when you're up against it, there's going to be a retaining wall inside there. So cantilever the flagstone right over it.
Yeah.
You're right on the edge down to 3 feet.
Yeah.
In that spot.
Yep.
So that's going to be our hard line. Like we have to make that work. So in order for that to happen, we're going to lay this out. We're going to nail stakes in every so often, put ribbons on, and we'll see what our grade needs to be. And as we're excavating this, we're going to be filling that side, getting it all grade, and then get rid of the rest of this dirt, right?
Yeah. We've got a truck coming tomorrow to start hauling away dirt.
Yeah. So this is the way this is shaped right now. It's a giant bowl, pretty much. So we've got to reestablish some shelves in here, because inside this spot right here, we've got a big wetland filter. Over there's a big wetland filter.
Yeah.
We've got a 7-foot deep spot in the middle. There is actually a walkway with a deck in the middle, it's gonna look like it's floating.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to traverse this thing from that side all the way over to here, cool little sitting area in the middle, so you can really interact with the fish, which they're gonna be super happy about.
The original pond had a deck, like a dock going out, so that inspired the idea of getting out. We've got a big body of water, so the coolest part about it is be able to get in the middle of this thing and have a deck to just sit and hang out. Got 360-degree view of all those fish.
It's going to be amazing. So, guys, what we're going to do first is get the layout done and then start excavation. We'll take you along as we develop this entire project. This is going to be multiple videos before we see the finish of this. So hopefully you stick around for that. While you're here, hit the subscribe, go over to Pondscapes AZ, and make sure you're subscribing to them as well, because you're going to get updates from both channels on what's happening with this first of its kind filtration world-class project. Still following?
Yeah.
Look at me or you? You.
I think it's on me.
This is looking good. Ooh, that's a big hole. We hit that caliche yesterday.
Yeah, this is rock.
It's right in front of you.
Hey, suspension's going out on that bobcat. Normally it'll eat that up.
Yeah, Nick, give him a hand. We're gonna lay out some of these blocks down here to see where these snorkels hit. We're gonna have to try and get this caliche. It's right under this surface here. You can see it right here.
Yeah. You can see that line when they did those test digs after demolition. He told me he was hitting it, and I came out to inspect, and I knew we were gonna just hit it.
Yeah. Well, I got through with the big machine to get down. This is our aqua block grade.
Yeah.
But we got to dig those 2 channels for the centipedes and the snorkel.
Right.
I think my favorite part about this project is going to be getting the chance to bring the boys out on something like this. This is a pretty special experience to come out on a very large project, especially when we're doing travel. So there's a lot of things that go along with that, with not staying home and working a lot more hours than we normally would at home. So it grinds on you a little bit when you're doing travel stuff. I've been doing it for so long that I'm used to it. and they're going to be having some growing pains along the way, but it's going to be interesting to see how they handle it, because there'll be long days where you're like, oh, this is going to be Groundhog Day. We have to do this all over again. And we work on very, very shortened timelines when we do stuff like this, because we're bringing together a lot of big talent, and these are expensive projects, so we can't afford to waste any time when we're doing stuff like this. We've got machines that we're renting that are here for a certain amount of time before we start running the cost overruns. So we push everybody pretty hard when we're doing stuff like this. I've worked with them for so long now. I know what they're capable of, and I can kind of feel when things might need a little bit of a breather or a break. So we'll as things happen like that, I kind of have a feeling on how they'll respond, because I've obviously been with them their whole lives. But they've said to me many times, like, they really wanted to be out here, and I'm so happy to have the opportunity to bring them out on something like this and give them this experience.
Little shards of a larger crystal ball.